Well, guys. Yeah, things happened. Things went south yesterday. Things hurt. But we are back. And we've got Krile.
But they still send more money to Russia than they have in terms of firstly Russian energy than they have.
Borf. That's a new one. You feeling okay, Blobs?
They will put sanctions, but secondary sanctions on other countries on the table, and that will produce the Russians that they are very good. So the European specific about the sanctions package, and not the.
Actually, I did forget something. I gotta go. Eepy, sleepy. Yeah, don't blame me on that one. I've been up off and on since 5 o'clock this morning myself. There is something I may have forgot to get yesterday. I did. Luckily, I know where to get it. Oh, this was the Enchanted Forest. Let's park the dragon. And pick a little something for Krile.
Well, a few things there, Sean. First, we're back with you, Argentina. It really shows that the U.S., and particularly, obviously, President Trump, are the center of power in the world. Everyone is coming here. And as a side note, I actually really love the why we said $2.8 billion to the United
Here, kid, new toys.
Like this, President Trump wants to go down, as I think he will, go down as the president of peace. He wants peace. He's one of the few leaders, Sean, who ever talks about the body count, the boys, the young men, the civilian casualties, all the casualties. So I think that's what
There's something I forgot to do there. Alright, I need to do a minor amount of research here, guys. I need to find out where to find a red dragon.
Why this all didn't happen on day one of this war? Why did all of the European nations and everybody do exactly what people are threatening to do right now the first day? Actually, you know that I'm from England originally. The English often refer to London as London grad. What about all the Russian oligarchs, particularly in London, but around the world? They do the pressure region.
So, Codexicus Fantasius, also known.
Yeah, it all depends really what the Europeans do. I think that's why Zelensky wanted to bring all the...
Oh, okay. I evidently find it in Castle Exdeath. Let's check supplies before I go any further, because I'm gonna need them. High potions, ethers, antidotes, Phoenix downs. Yeah, we're going.
Zelensky to drop his NATO bid, but says Putin agreed to NATO-style protection for Ukraine. What this means for the European nation. That's it. It's true. I am an America First liberty-loving
Exdeath, you ought not have killed my buddy.
That's why the Chris Salcedo Show will always tell you the truth. The Chris Salcedo Show. The news you need to know.
For the last 8 years, I've been in bed. I have to take a relief factor every 2 weeks. When I woke up in the morning, I could open and close my hands, stand on my feet without them. Slowly, the pain just subsided.
If pain is affecting your life, see how Relief Factor can help you fight back. 100% drug-free, Relief Factor doesn't mask pain. It helps eliminate it. Call or go online. Get your 3-week quick start today. Only $19.95.
Did you know 95% of people have personal information on the web, leaving them vulnerable to cyber criminals? In today's digital age, your personal information is under constant threat. Hackers are always lurking, waiting to steal millions of dollars from innocent people. But it doesn't have to be this way. Join the millions you trust and see how it's cybersecurity protection and take back control of the digital life. Get protected now at PC. Hi, I'm Jay Jackson. For almost 20 years, Abacus Life has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors. And in just seconds, you can use the free calculator at abacuspace.com to learn what your policy might be worth. For many of my clients, selling a life insurance at Abacus means right for them and their estate plan. Don't sell their life
You know what I find funny, guys?
Pace.com first. There are no fees and no obligations. It's a real value for your life insurance when you leave with Abacus.
If you're that old and outdated in the United States, in just one day, security gives you a safety need and a personal style you want. All the types of love. Sell your
What?
life and go from this to this, this to this, or even this to this. And right now, we're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest or payments for a year.
Krile has mastered white magic level 1. Whoops, I meant to go here. Need that. There's an ether. And we wondered where one was. Oh, never mind. Flame shield's still better. Blind wolves.
Some of the towers show there's still humanity out there. So you can donate $11 a month to chooseth.org.
Sorry, I was checking abilities, what she had available.
After 34 years of working towards membership with NATO, President Trump now says Ukraine has abandoned their commitment. Following the fall of the Soviet Union and achieving independence in 1991, Ukraine joined NATO's North Atlantic cooperation.
There we go.
2 years later, Ukraine signed on to the Partnership for Peace program, a framework for practical...
Krile's white magic level 2 now. Going up. We're on floor 3.
And that happened then in 2002, Ukraine declaring its strategic objective of achieving NATO membership.
That's right, and finally at the end of the fight at the Bucharest summit in 2008, NATO reciprocated, acknowledging that Ukraine would become a future member.
But following Friday's visit with Putin, President Trump has deemed NATO membership a non-starter for Russia to war. Last night's declaration on Truth social says President Zelensky of Ukraine can end the war with Russia almost immediately. Once the war can continue to fight. Remember Alan started no getting back. Obama did in Crimea, parentheses here. 12 years
Okay.
and no going into NATO by Ukraine. Some things never change.
However, Special Envoy Pete Witkoff is now revealing that the Russian leader agreed to let the U.S. and European allies extend Ukraine's security guarantees, offering quote Article 5 like protection. Witkoff described the agreement as game-changing.
We agreed to robust security guarantees that I would describe as game-changing. We didn't think that we were anywhere close to agreeing to Article 5 protection from the United States, in legislative enshrinement within the Russian Federation.
Where the hell is my staircase to go up?
When the peace deal is codified, legislative enshrinement in the Russian Federation, not to go after any of the European countries and violate their sovereignty.
Joining now, former National Security Council Chief of Staff and Trump Administration Fred Flex, alongside former U.S. Congressman Major General William. Welcome to both of you, Fred. I'm starting to hear, so as you heard Chief Witkoff say, the security guarantees he thinks are and seem to be game changers, but at the same time, I would assume it would be a very hard pill to swallow for Ukraine not being able to join NATO after all of these years. Play out for us. How does this work for or against Ukraine?
This takes unanimous vote. All NATO members, Congress declared for one time they will not vote for this. This Zelensky really thinks he's going to get into NATO. You can imagine. It's not possible. It's not been possible for a long time. But it is fascinating what we're hearing now that we may pact in which, and Trump said today, concerning security guarantees, we will give them very good protection, very good security.
Yeah.
This really is a game changer. This secret company does sound like Article 5, Article 5 of the NATO Charter, and Article 5 like defense arrangements.
Reflect mages? Oh, they're doing that whole bounce shit? Huh. I thought those reflect nights in the barrier tower were bad.
European troops, American troops, I don't know about that. To stop Russia from invading, it really is a game changer, but we have to hear the details.
Yeah, General, that's where I wanted to bring you in, because not only Article 5 like security that...
Okay, so evidently,
possibly getting all of some sort of peace agreement, and you take a live look right now against several European leaders, but front and center here, and just want to pause again for the moment with President Zelensky and President Trump meeting the herd, if you will. You can see Steve Starmer, Georgia Maloney, Bailey, and there's many more in this moment.
you know what? I'll go living crap out of these. Oh, we now see what their Arise does.
Well, I think that's a tremendous endorsement of Zelensky. Clearly, those European leaders are very concerned about what's going to transpire with this war. They understand full well whether Putin wants to restore the Russian Empire, but he committed an unprovoked act of aggression against Ukraine.
There's literally only one entrance and exit on this floor.
That does not continue. Certainly, the Poles are in great danger, and Poland is in danger. I find it interesting that Polish leadership is not present, but clearly all of Western Europe is supporting Zelensky and the Ukrainians in their effort to dislodge the Russian invaders.
And of course, you can see that live picture on your screen. That
The sole member of the Dawn Warriors.
they call it very brief, some very serious faces there, no chit chat, no questions answered. Back to work.
I guess it's time for Kelger to go join them.
Fred, I also want to get your thoughts on the message that all of these world leaders and, of course, NATO Secretary General being at the White House on this very important day, just several days after Trump's meeting with Putin. What message does that send to him, and what message do you think he should be getting? Do you think that will change any of his...
Gloof!
I think it's a powerful message. Western nations are working with Trump to bring peace in Ukraine. And I hope it means they support peace. They will support what he's proposing today. And if that's the case, it's going to give Trump an enormous amount of leverage in dealing with Putin. He's going to call Putin after these meetings to arrange a trilateral meeting. And if all these nations are united behind a common message, that's the best outcome today. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Putin to deal and to agree to a trilateral meeting.
Okay, we will see if that trilateral meeting comes. That's like General, and you're taking so much.
Whoa. What?
Now hosting, as you saw, 7 European leaders plus Volodymyr Zelensky as he pushes ahead to secure an end to the Russia-Ukraine war. Stay with us. You're watching American Agenda on Monday afternoon.
Hi, my name is David Clark.
If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits for the Humana Medicare
Whoa.
dual eligible special needs plan. One plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries.
We're in hell. This is hell.
The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month. And whatever you don't spend, carries over from the month. Most your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large family. So call the number and get it out and ask about the Humana Medicare and dual eligible special needs plan. More human healthcare.
A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it would be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Rover. I'm here with my tips on the DIY work with the company to find affordable solutions.
We do it. We're the replacement window design partner, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer a
Other window companies don't offer door stage like
I think that's a switch. A magic dragon. And Bart's has mastered dual wheel, which means he is done with Ninja. Bart's.
My background is in home development. I see everyone from so now I just want to help homeowners make their homes look beautiful and comfortable with the right things.
and your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are. And they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide great security.
That is so great to hear, Michael. Thank you.
Before August 31st, buy one window or door and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off. Plus, get an additional $45 off each window and door with no money down, no monthly payment, and no interest for 12 months. Call before August 31st to schedule your appointment. 1-800-514-30.
That did exactly what I wanted it to do.
514.
Ice shield.
Don't let this happen to you.
Whoa.
You think you don't have it right now to President Trump need to get a multilateral meeting with European leaders?
Covered a lot of territory, and I spoke directly with President Putin today. We're going to call President Putin right after this meeting. I'm sure we have a solid meeting. We're going to try and work out a trial after that and see if we can get it finished. Put this to sleep, because this is not since the Second World War has there been anything like this. So I'm honored to welcome NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte. He's a great gentleman, great political leader in Europe generally, but now he's the NATO Secretary General. He's doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much, Mark. Prime Minister Starmer from the United Kingdom, our friend and my friend,
Minucci.
did really well, and people like him a lot. We all like him. Everyone knows President Macron of France. He was with me from the beginning. One of the first people I met was a foreign dignitary, and I liked him from day one. And I like him even more now. It's pretty good. That's unusual. That's a pretty unusual thing. Prime Minister Meloni of Italy, who's really a great leader and an inspiration over there. She's served now, even though she's a very young person, she's served there for a long period of time relative to others. They don't last very long. You lasted a long time. You've been here a long time. Chancellor Merz of Germany, who was very strong person and a very strong.
Thanks for the hit points.
Come on. And he's my friend, and it's an honor to have him as my friend. Thank you very much. But you look great with your dad. Where'd you get that dad? I want to get a dad like that. President still of Finland, and he's
Eh.
But you've done a great job, and we wanted to have you here because you're somebody that we all respect. And you've had a lot to do with the success, I think, and the potential success. And thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. And the President of the European Commission, Ursula,
And the money.
somebody that we just made a big deal with. With all of those countries, I don't know. I think
All right, there we go. Castle Exdeath War 5.
great negotiation, and you're respected all over the world. So I want to thank you very much for being here. It's a great honor to have you. The Alaska Summit reinforced my belief that while difficult pieces within reach, and I believe that in a very significant step, President Putin agreed that Russia would accept security guarantees to Ukraine, and this is one of the key
Thanks for the hit points.
consider, and we're going to be considering that at the table also, who will do what, essentially. I'm optimistic that collectively we can reach an agreement that would deter any future aggression against Ukraine. And I actually think there won't be. I think that's even overrated, largely overrated. We're going to find out. I think that
And Sloga.
take a lot of the burden. We're going to help them, and we're going to make it very secure. We also need to discuss the possible exchange of territory, taking into consideration the current line of contact means the
Whoa!
war lines. Pretty obvious, very sad. To look at it. And negotiating conditions. President Putin. Also, we have President of Ukraine, who is we just met a little while ago, and we're going to try and get a three-party meeting, maybe as soon as we can. And I have a feeling you and President Putin are going to work something out. Ultimately, this is a decision that can only be made.
Kriley's just flying through these classes,
The people of Ukraine
which is a good thing.
work together in agreement with President Putin, and I just think that very good things are going to come of it. So I hope we have a good meeting. If we can have a good meeting, I'll set up a meeting with President Putin, and if you'd like, I'll go to that meeting. Not that I want to do that, but I will do that because we want to save a lot of people from dying. A lot of people are dying, and we got to save them. We got to save 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people sometimes a week.
Adamantite Golem, huh? That's a new one.
Maybe something like that could happen. As of this moment, it's not happening. But President Zelensky and President Putin can more about
Nuke the whole field.
the ceasefire that we stopped. We haven't had a ceasefire, and so I don't know whether it's
Oh god, they brought that thing back.
war, but it would be. I like the ceasefire from another standpoint. We immediately stop the killing. But I believe a peace agreement at the end of all of this is something that's very attainable, and it can be done in the near future.
So basically we just killed a rabbit.
We only have this one left. Of course, as I walk out the door, there'll probably be a new one starting, and I'll get that stopped too. But I thought this was going to be one of the easier ones. It's actually one of the most difficult, very complex. The next step would be
Let's try this again.
final meeting, and that will be worked out. And I just look forward to working and having a great result. We're going to spend a lot of time today talking about, and we're really honored you guys came over. I mean, these are the heads of major countries, and largely, I think I should say, but pretty much for the other countries of Europe. And we will come to a resolution today, I think, on almost everything, including probably the security. And that's pretty much the story. I'd like to say, Mr. President, would you like to say something? You have the media. If you want to come over, you
Now they can't do it.
I think that we had a very good conversation with President Trump.
And Lena is done with black magic. Huh.
Very sensitive points. The first one is security guarantees, and we are very happy with the President that all the leaders are here, and the security really depends on the United States and on you, and on those leaders who are with us in our hearts. They have been online before yesterday, and etc. So we all confidence on the side of Ukraine, our people, and also want to finish this war, stop Russia and stop this war. We spoke about it, and we will speak more about security guarantees. This is very important that the United States gives such strong signal ready for security guarantees. And the second point, or maybe the first, humanitarian direction, very important to see all the prisoners. And I think that President will have
Oh, that for an ether.
to be alive again. This is President for the letter about our adopted children, and I hope that really and the historic role for the people to bring kids back to the families and be happy and get their families back. This is so important, and I have to discuss it. This track with President Trump, and I hope that we will find decisions. And then what is very important that all things territorial.
More of these adamantine golems. Holy shit! I think I made just big brain moved here.
And all our people, not only warriors, first of all warriors, and all the civilians, journalists, and all the people in prison. So we need them back.
This might end poorly.
And I showed President a lot of details on the battlefield, on the map. Thank you for the map. I'm thinking how to take it back. We'll get to it. I think that we have maybe, and I'm very happy to all the leaders who are here, and you help a lot, and so
Thank you.
Thank you very much, President. I think you'll see that President Putin would like to do something else. I think when we set that up, when we do, I think it's going to be when, not if. I think you're going to see some very positive moves. I know there's over 1,000 prisoners, and I know they're going to release them. Maybe they're going to release them first and immediately, which I think is.
There we go.
We will. We're going to set that up today after this.
Shira Hadori.
So very good, great remarks. I appreciate it. Mark, is Senator Nato, maybe you can say a few words.
Yeah, I was very
Where's
the President Putin has started that dialogue because of rhetoric first the phone call, and from there we are now very hard to get. And that was, I think that we played this well to that, and we have to. We have to stop the killing, we have to stop the destruction of Ukraine. It's a terrible war, so I'm really excited, and let's make the best out of today and make sure that from today onwards we get this thing to an end as soon as possible. I really want to thank you for your leadership, what you are doing for Lord, and of course also all the European colleagues. It is really crucial, and the fact that you have said
Lena has mastered the barehanded technique already?
is really breakthrough.
An elixir?
So also thank you for that.
Well, NATO also has agreed from 2% to 5%, which is something that is a massive amount of money, and it's 2%.
So where is the path?
It's a big difference, and so we appreciate that. That's a great move. Thank you very much. President, maybe on behalf of the Commission, you could say a couple of words.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a very important moment. Indeed, we have yet the European friends and allies. We had a fantastic meeting coming. Together with the largest and biggest economies in the world, we have the largest trade deal ever. Agreed. And
Oh.
security guarantees so important. But I want to take also that you mentioned the thousands of Ukrainian children that have been abducted. As a mother and grandmother,
I'm gonna try this. I don't think it's gonna work.
this should be one of our main priorities for the negotiations to make sure that the children come back to Ukraine to the family.
Give me one moment, folks. You know, I just thought of something. How the hell? Okay. Oh, shit.
I will see how that works out. We can do that. I will say, and again, I say, in the 6 wars that I've settled, I haven't had a ceasefire.
Now I see how the hell.
One of the wars was, as you know, in Congo was 31 years long. Another one that we settled last week with 2 great countries was 35 years going on. We had no ceasefire. So,
Whatever that wall item is, it better be good.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President, for hosting us today this important meeting, and I think it is an important day, a new phase, after 3 years now, that we didn't see any time.
Ferris, I hope you're ready to become a whirlwind.
That there was a willing dialogue. So something is changing, something has changed, thanks to you, thanks also to the stalling in the battlefield, which was achieved with the bravery of Ukrainians and with the unity that we all provided to Ukraine. And the reason why I mention it...
Well, for now, I need that fine passages.
...that if we want to reach peace and if we want to guarantee justice, we have to do it united. So that's why it's a very good day, the one we are in. You can obviously come to Italy as it was from the beginning. We are on the side of Ukraine and we do absolutely support your efforts towards peace. We will talk about many important topics. The first one is security guarantees, how to be sure that it won't happen again, which is the precondition of every kind of peace.
The Hayate bow.
Discuss about that. I'm happy that we will begin from a proposal which is
I take back what I put you in.
model, which was Italian at the beginning, so we are
Now I don't need the
proposals.
fine passages anymore.
Something we have to get together to guarantee peace and to defend the security of our nation. So thank you, Mr. President, for hosting us.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Thank you, President, for organizing this meeting for your commitment. And everything was said that I just have to say here, everybody on this table is in favor of peace. And we work very hard and we work very hard and that's you to have a peaceful focus. This is why the idea of private meeting is very important because it's the only way to fix it. And by the way,
And then I got it on the counterattack.
I don't care. I don't mind.
Are you kidding me?
And the second one is that our water commitments were and we worked very hard in the past few months along the collection of the unit with our NATO. We built on behalf of security guarantee and our commitment, meeting the issues of European affairs about how to deal out their fair share in the security guarantees for Ukraine with their own security. So you can come to us with some
Okay, never mind. Go if they were triggered rapid fire.
The war in particularly the Ukrainians who fought the front of it, but it's also had an impact on Europe and on the United Kingdom, which is a panel that hasn't been effective. And when we talk about security, we're talking about security not just of Ukraine, we're talking about security of Europe, which is why it's such an important issue. It's such an important issue. As a group, I think we've had a discussion a number of times that the President would be able to now go at the table to take it forward. And I really feel that we could, with the right approach,
Well, thankfully it missed on that stop. Critical.
And show that we would step up to the plate when it came to security. With you coming alongside US, alongside what we've already developed, I think, to get the really clear.
Okay, so supposedly we can run in the Red Dragon Sea. Oh.
In terms of security, the Ukraine security in Europe, I also feel that
They came to the back.
towards a just lasting outcome. Obviously, that has to involve Ukraine. Inside of the meetings, there's sense of the next step. So thank you for being prepared that forward, because I think if we can ensure that that is the progress.
And they blinded Ferris. And then paralyzed her.
Thank you very much. And, it's very interesting because this is the first for the White House. You can't say that very often. I've seen a lot over the years, since 1800, 1799, these almost exact. This is the first where we've had so many prime ministers, presidents, the heads of European nations. And by the way, Alex, I'd like you to say a couple of words too. You're a young, powerful man. Before I finish up, I want you to say a couple of words.
Oh, great. It's a game.
My wife, Krile Emerges. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I think in the past 2 weeks, we've probably more progress in ending this war than we have in the past 3.5 years. And I think the fact that we're around this table today is very much symbolic in the sense that it's Team Europe and Team United States helping Ukraine. And the progress that we are looking at this meeting is about security guarantees, which are a big part of this. And then, of course, moving towards the process of trilateral and President Putin and President Zelensky. Some of the international media wonder why the President didn't here. I think the reason is probably
Iron Feast.
small country, but we have a long border with Russia. We're very proud of
Oh, they're getting Oh, and then rapid fired him. And a Kotetsu. Ooh.
Overly complex instead of point where people want to do things. I think regular people have known for a long time. I've always had a great relationship with them.
I will take this respite.
And we'll see.
I will take this respite gladly.
A week or 2 weeks, we're going to know whether or not we're going to solve this, or is this horrible fighting going to continue? We'll do our best to get it ended. And I believe you have two willing parties, and usually that's good news, but two willing parties, and we'll make a deal. And we'll journey together, and we'll go over and we'll see if it can be done. And it's possible it might not be able to be done. On the other hand, it's possible it will. It will save thousands and thousands of lives a week. And so it's something we really have to do.
Okay, that's a yellow dragon. That is not what we are looking for.
So I want to thank you all, and the media, I want to thank you. We're going to be staying here for a little while, then we're going to walk back to the Oval Office, and we're going to have another little discussion about similar matters, and then we're going to go home to the great countries and report.
We are looking for your red counterpart. And rapid fire.
But I want to thank the media. It's been actually very fair, generally speaking, very fair. I think it's important that they're fair because this is a very important.
That was an elixir.
And so that's all we ask for is fairness with the media.
Found one.
That is a big dragon.
Don't kill it.
Leonard just out damage like the loop.
God dang. She killed it that time. No.
Why aren't they damaging the one that you want? You have leaders of that kind of caliber. Oh, the enemy's under your control. You have the president of the European Union itself, Secretary General of NATO, and several other European leaders who went by his administration, but they're all in one group, including Zelensky himself. That is something that you should have seen if you're 1, you're 2, or you're 3 of the war of the previous administration. You did not. You and I had this discussion off camera. This doesn't have to be apolitical. It doesn't have to be a partisan issue. Accomplishments are being made in real time. That's what we're watching.
Exactly. And again, as Tom pointed out, that at some point, probably in hindsight, but not too long, this actual meeting, this incredible stuff will probably have a name, truly, that will go down in history. The moment this happened.
Oh my God, it has to do it on its own way.
Joining us on this moment.
No, it's because no one in the party was a multiple of 3 in level.
Says that a decision to end the war is one that must be made by Zelensky and Russian President. The president is now supposed to begin a peaceful trilateral meeting between the three of them off the ground. Now saying this, he would consider using U.S. forces as a guarantor for, or rather to preserve Ukrainian sovereignty.
Peace is within reach, and I believe that in a very significant step, President Putin agreed that Russia would accept security guarantees for Ukraine, and this is one of the key points that we need to consider. I think that the European nations are going to take a lot of the burden. We're going to help them. We're going to make it very secure. We're going to try and get a three-party meeting, maybe as soon as we can. And I have a feeling you and President Putin are going to work something out.
Positive. Lots of optimism there. All right, we got team coverage. 445. So we got in heat, tracking reaction there. But we start with directional correspondent Krile Emerges, who has more from a very busy White House. It was quiet where you were home, but we know a lot is happening behind those white walls. Absolutely. It's what it's trying to form. It's trying to show it. We've already been for many countries. Again, it's one of these negotiations. So what are the first mechanisms there as far as continuing on the way? Well, you'll read it along with President Trump and Ukraine President Zelensky presented a united front. A lot of credit right now being given to President Trump for getting
9,900 cash money. Everybody else still in good shape. Castle X Death, Floor 9. Okay, so there is a summon here. Oh, fuck it. Just toss the money. Of course, the one time I don't need you to miss.
These are decisions to be made by Ukraine and Ukraine alone.
When you look at this one, we've got to make sure that it is not victory, and that it is fair and that it is just.
Yeah, something that President Zelensky reported in Ukraine to have to be along with U.S. Special Envoy Krile.
Just a second here. This seems a little fishy.
President Trump setting the parameters for these talks that President Zelensky taking any road.
Nope. No hidden passages.
He talked about, getting back Crimea 12 years ago, got adopted prior to no going to the NATO by Ukraine, so it's never came. So we do expect also to have more of a statement from European leaders.
Floor 10.
Multilateral meeting. We also do expect that EU leaders will be virtually large deliveries on the
I'm like preemptive. Jerk.
Regardless of the outcome here today, this will not mean an end of U.S. support to Ukraine. That's really important here. I want to quickly note for our viewers that there has been some difference in agreement among President Trump and EU leaders whether a ceasefire is necessary to be secured now. President Trump has indicated that that may come after that trilateral meeting. John, Katrina?
Totally different. Thank you so much. We now go to foreign correspondent Shelby Wilder, standing by in Kyiv. Shelby, seems like some developments are happening, possibly good news.
It is, finally, we can confident, I think, that heard you both mention, we've got the full-scale invasion of Ukraine has been going on for 3.5 years. With Russia first invaded Ukraine back in 2014. We still don't know
Much better odds. Krile has mastered white magic. Well, let's send her into the next best one.
As I look at my information tonight, I can already see that we have incoming kamikaze drones, cluster munitions, we have aerial guided missiles, all launched by Russia on Ukraine. We heard Zelensky today condemn Russian strikes, saying that they won.
I have a rust monster.
Cynical, he said they hit apartment buildings, they had targeted civilians, and they were deliberately hitting civilians, especially children. And because of all of this, again, we've had air firing, we can see it tonight, we'll go to tomorrow, unfortunately, and we report on the damage, and we see every night here the death toll on civilians. I mean, otherwise, following firstly the Oval Office sit-down between Trump and Zelensky that we saw, I mean, there was time released in Ukraine and easing around some of the anxiety around
Twin Lance?
6 months ago, I was here in Ukraine at the time watching that play out, and the Ukrainians around me were horrified. They were just seen it so well, but still, the devil's in the details on how the negotiations are going to be going today. Following
That's for Dragoons.
Alright, Shelby Walker talking about the right, this multilateral meeting we are following. Shelby, thank you.
Joining us now, former ambassador from the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, Ambassador Dan Baer. Ambassador, thank you for joining us here. Again, I'm going to repeat what Sean said, and this cannot be overstated, and that is the historic nature of what is happening behind closed doors at the White House right now. President Trump bringing all of these world leaders together, something that no one else has been able to do. Some of those world leaders recognize that as they spoke before they turned the microphone off, really asking to get what is happening right now.
Thanks so much. Great to be back with you. I think I agree with you. I think there's enormous optimism in the room. We've heard a lot of support for President Trump's efforts towards peace. And as many of them said, including President Trump, the devil will be in the details. I think there's still really an open question about whether President Putin wants peace. He came into this on President Trump last week wanting to buy time, wanting to avoid getting sanctions, and he succeeded in doing that. He wanted to
Oh, come on with the double hit.
and work on this concept of security guarantees. And I think if Putin doesn't want the war to end, frankly, my view is that he's actually not going to get put right on, then he will not agree to a security guarantee that is sufficient to meet the needs of Ukraine. And what, of course, President Trump is going to be working with the other leaders on is putting together a kind of security guarantee that can be sufficient. And so the devil will be not only working daily together today, but in testing whether President Putin really does want to see an end to this war.
Ambassador, a lot of the statements made by President Trump was
Oh, thank everything.
Russian President Vladimir Putin and believes that he is ready to accept Western force of some kind to clear Ukraine, which would be translating that would be a security guarantee that would be acceptable by Vladimir Putin. And they were trying to meet both sides, force agreement to a peace agreement here. What did you make of that? What could that look like? Again, Western forces of some kind in Ukraine, that being accepted by Putin.
It will be a true breakthrough if Putin accepted that. And we should remember also that the way that Ukrainian security is going to be doing in the long run is first and foremost with a strong Ukraine now. We want Ukraine to defend itself. We want security guarantees to be a backup. And the way that it's been conceived recently is that Europeans will provide immediate backup and the Americans will back up the Europeans. So you have kind of three layers. So there's questions about
But there's nothing that leads to that from there.
weaken and limit the power of Ukraine only, and that would mean that Ukraine is less able to defend itself and more burden to go to the Europeans and the Americans. We want a strong Ukrainian army backed up by European and American security guarantees, which means, yes, that they would need to be not NATO on the whole, but they would need to be NATO members who have troops on the ground.
There.
President Putin can't do what he has done many times before, promise something and then violate it. The people to act. So what we want is a situation where there is a disincentive deterrent for him continuing to prosecute this war.
Ambassador, I want to get your thoughts on the next step, which seems to be that trilateral meeting. Now, President Macron is saying that a ceasefire should be required before there's a trilateral meeting. The other world leaders seeming to think the trilateral meeting is the logical next step. Also, President Trump saying, I don't need to be there, but I'm happy to be there.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to get on that spot right there.
Zelensky immediately said yes, he would like to be there, inviting President Trump to, I'm going to say, be, I guess, a mediator of sorts. How do you see that going, those three men sitting down together?
I think it's important.
So did you get that red dragon breath?
He has had the face-to-face with President Putin, not the
Still need a few levels before.
Hey, good luck with that, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, all right, with us for the answer to former national security council chief of staff to the Trump administration, Fred Black, plus Vice President of Legislative Institute of Dr. Grant joining us today. You both, I'm sure you've been paying attention to the multilateral meeting. Again, what that is inside the White House. But I want to go back to you, and I really want to hone in on the Washington Post article that said they called the Alaska summit between Putin and Trump a U.S. defeat. They took one step of a multi-step approach to peace and calling it a U.S. defeat. And when you watch this screen, this multilateral meeting with all these European leaders, talk to us about this. You see that as a defeat, as the Washington Post wrote about the Alaska trip.
I'm glad you asked that. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Here's President Trump presiding over this meeting of top European leaders and Zelensky. They're all supportive of what he's trying to do. This is clearly the second stage of a very complicated peace process. And it just makes the people who have been attacking Trump's Alaska summit very good. I think someone said earlier, it's like criticizing players in a baseball game when they're Christian.
She missed.
This is a long game. And we have some major advances today. We don't know what's going to happen behind the scenes. But we heard some very promising things, especially when Trump said concerning security guarantees, we give them very good protection, very good security. I am very encouraged.
Rebecca, I want to continue that. Of course, we know that it has been stated outright that Ukraine does not expect total membership to NATO, but at the same time, what it does seem like they will be getting is, as Wickoff's point, Article 5 level or type of security protection. So fundamentally, wouldn't that be the main thing they would want for peace?
Aha!
Oh, yes, and it was exposing. I want to take credit for proposing it first, but it basically...
There's a reason why I'm saying
The White House right now, it was news that comes to the aid,
because what's about to happen
and more importantly,
is this is going to get rough.
already has a very powerful army. They will add in the air power, F-35, more air defense, with all the command and control of multi-domain warfare and deterrence. This could be a really strong security guarantee from what we're hearing.
Good news, I'm sure, for Ukraine. Again, all of those talks happening now at the White House. Fred, Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we have some big news today. Newsmax has settled the convenient voting system. As you may recall, the convenient voting system sued Newsmax and outlets like Fox News for their coverage of the 2020 election. Newsmax was sued for $1.6 billion. Newsmax continues to stand by its fair and balanced reporting on the 2020 election and does not believe it ever changed the name. Newsmax was sued in a Delaware court, and Newsmax, in a statement today, said that Delaware court threatened Eric Davis with death to prevent Newsmax's passing of their trial, leaving the company with a choice but to settle. Newsmax stated that the Delaware court's actions were a direct attack on free speech and free press.
I don't want to go back down and do that all over again.
Newsmax's statement and additional information about the company is available to look at newsmaxinvest.com. Check it out. All right, coming up, President Trump is pushing back against the media's cynicism of his meeting with Putin over claims he paid for Russia's demands and sold out Ukraine. And Sean pointed in a Newsweek article that it was an epic fail to the United States. Not so much. We're going to get into that now.
you know that as an accredited investor, when you invest in why we find interest rate is you can
A partisan.
5 years, you can spread your investment over those terms of investing you own. You also have the
That's another spear.
or invest it whatever you choose. When you invest in
And a Fuma shuriken.
which is calculated daily, you're paid monthly. Should you need your money back early, there is a link. Would you like some more information? Just call 877-80-INVEST. That's 877-80-INVEST. Or log on to investwirerefi.com. Investwirerefi.com. For complete details, make sure to review the private present memorandum, scan this QR code, and your disclosures at your wirerefi. Investing in this week.
Hey, did you have 500?
Oh, you're looking back.
What the hell is Gil doing here?
With U.S. Trump Power, Patriot Gold Group is the only gold company with their tax dollars. That's the relationship to sterling value. Patriot protecting Patriot since 2016. Over 1 billion in transactions and home of the no paper life IRA. Hey, I'm not.
Oof.
Give Patriot Gold Group a call at 1-800-778-4156.
Patriot Gold Group is consumer advantage, operating gold retail retailer nationwide. The only brand nationwide where you can find gold directly with the owner. Almost no people like IRA. See how easy it is to protect your IRA with physical gold and silver.
Call now. 1-800-778-4156.
Hot Black Sale this summer is even bigger than ever. Now you can save up to 30% on living storage and September.
Already, our fourth Rebel, I must say. I'm getting to start to enjoy this.
Get up to 30% today. Look at hot.com.
I feel like we gained an understanding. An understanding that I'm gonna kick your ass. As soon as that. Say, what happened to this poor old dude? Ask your boss.
The media was fair in their coverage of this crucial meeting. He said that today, but he is pushing back the criticism of this meeting on Friday with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now, many of Trump's critics on the left claim he pays the Russian demands of both consumer writing on X. Looks like once again Trump is selling out Ukraine and bowing down to dictator Putin. No Nobel Peace Prize for that.
Quick word on the trigger. President Trump firing back after
Enough expository banter. Now we're gonna fight like men and ladies, and ladies who dress like men. Oh God, it's morphing time. Oh shit!
The president went on to call out Democratic Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy, who claimed Putin got everything he wanted during Friday summit. Trump writing, actually doesn't get everything. Too soon, but get a vote. Murphy is a lightweight who thinks that made the Russian president look good in coming to America. Actually, it's very hard for President Putin to do so. This war can be ended, but now to the people like Chris Murphy, John Bolton, and others, it is much harder to do so.
But the left is not stopping.
Eh? I haven't had. That's what's got Excalibur.
This absolutely will end at a negotiating table, like most conflicts will. But what happened on Friday was a historic comparison.
Pour it on, guys.
right, joining us now to weigh in is Trump 2020 and 2024 Junior Advisor and Trump 2015 Campaign Manager. Corey Lewandowski. Corey, always good to see you. Thank you so much. Let's just kick it off right there.
Gil.
Calling it a failure. And then you fast forward to the White House today and all those
You're an idiot. For all of your continued bungling, I'm going to kick you out of this world. What? No. Anything but that. Shut up. Take it like a man. No. That was just to get us to burn more resources.
We're going to get this done. We're going to do it as everybody's happy with the outcome. But most importantly, the United States is the center of the world again, defining what peace is going to look like, because under the previous administration, they're the ones that caused this war to happen.
Of course, we don't have a lot of time this afternoon, of course, since we spent some time listening to President Trump at the White House. But I do want to get your thoughts about what this week that we saw today, the historic meeting that's taking place right now. What type of legacy will that mean for President Trump? Of course, we still don't know exactly what will come out of it, but it's looking very positive.
Well, it's important legacy. When you look back, if you look at the icons of our presidency in the past, and you look at what Reagan was able to do, and now what President Trump is able to do, look, Donald Trump has been very clear. Now he came down that golden escalator, he wants world peace, and that's what he's working for.
And Bart's just died.
Thanks, Corey. Coming up, President Trump holding a multilateral meeting with the Canadian President Volodymyr Zelensky. We've been showing you, we've been watching it, and of course other European leaders now behind closed doors today at the White House.
Do not interfere. Ain't no way we're letting you do this. Have you even the slightest idea what I'm planning to get away with? Well, no. You all fight so fiercely, yet you have no idea of the truth. Let me enlighten you. I'm going to return this place to what it used to be. You mean to a world full of evil? Believe what you're going to wish. I don't care. You're idiots. You can't hope to understand my motive. Oh well, I'll tolerate no more interruptions. Well, it's time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's into that. Nope.
Call now to secure 1 ounce silver bars, printed at 99.9% pure silver and made in the USA.
Verse polarity?
Limited 25 bars per customer. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to $250 in savings and free shipping on every order. Plus, with qualified orders, you'll receive a free order.
And then a vacuum wave. And there it is. The Trump card. Bart's the single digits. And he's healing.
Well, the goal for European leaders is to make sure that the interests of the entire continent, including Ukraine, are represented in any future negotiations with Russia and Western allies.
And there goes Lena again.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. It's all a dramatic show of support for their eastern neighbor.
You know, you're a tree, right? You should hate that.
The latest conversations since President Trump's high-stakes summit with his Russian counterpart. Now, we stand united in
Whoa!
and say that this moment will dictate the future of the entire continent. Before we go to this law, we spoke to Frank Silver.
Whoa! That was horse shit.
Now, of course, there are still obstacles to overcome.
Okay, I see what I'm gonna have to do.
Issues such as when and how to handle territorial concessions and security guarantees, just name a few. President Trump says that if everything goes well, he expects a trilateral summit in the near future. Trump, Zelensky, and allies from the
Although he has Doom, and that is one of the two things I need it on one of these two.
President Trump said that he'll be holding a call with Vladimir Putin following today's meeting with European allies. So a lot of moving parts, but nonetheless, hope by our European leaders as well as President Trump and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky that peace may be on the horizon.
Yeah, that multilateral meeting is still happening right now. We're continuing to follow that. Alex Selby joining us live from Rome. Details, Alex. Thank you. So, in the course of more than 1,200 days of fighting in Ukraine, one territory in particular has become a major sticking point on both sides, Crimea. For more on why this piece of land is so coveted by Russia and Ukraine, Katrina Bishop is Walter, joined by former CIA intelligence officer and the author of Putin's playbook. That is perspective, obviously.
All right, so here is the current situation on the battlefield in Ukraine, where, of course, Rebecca, we know intense fighting continues here in the eastern part of...
Not even gonna bother to repeat.
As John mentioned, is this all-important piece of territory down here called Crimea. Very, very important militarily, economically, even historically. Now, it is coveted by both sides. A little history lesson for you here. Crimea officially became part of Ukraine. Now, back in 1954, before being seized by Russia in 2014 during the Obama administration. Now, Ukrainians view it as an integral part of the territory and see reclaiming it as a matter of national sovereignty. Okay, but we know, Rebecca, that this is something that really isn't up for debate. President Trump has said Crimea is not going to be going back to Ukraine, despite how important it is. Do you think anything will change that will get Crimea back in Ukraine's hands? Absolutely not. There's zero chance that the Russians are going to give away Crimea. You just said it yourself, Christy, that it has military value.
Okay, I guess can't float him.
It has a huge psychological value for the Russians. And a lot of, as Putin said again and again, and a lot of Russian blood was spilled in wars over the
Well, it took his haste away.
the Russians considered Russia, but moreover, because of the Black Sea Fleet, and the Russians have developed an entire naval warfare strategy around that Black Sea. So here again, right, in our city here again, as you mentioned the 1954 part of Ukraine against Russia was attacked during 2014, and as part of the strategic Black Sea location, those ports, those bodies of water, ordering that incredibly important. And of course,
I didn't do shit.
militarily, but also when it comes to economics. So that is something that's very important. Absolutely. And so the Russians, their way of war is very different. It is not only the military, but it's economic warfare. Why do you think the Russian country is probably critical infrastructure? It is. There's a special concept that the Russians developed is called strategic operations to defeat resources to start on everything with the goal to place pressure on the population so that if they suffer enough, they're going to capitulate and abandon the fight. It's all over. They're stopping Ukraine economically right now because those forces cannot really any ships right now in Ukrainian grains. So they're
What the hell did he heal for him?
we're talking about the all-important first bridge. Now, it connects Crimea to, of course, the Russian mainland. You see that over there, closer to Rebecca. Now, it has been a key target for Ukraine over the course of the war. They've attacked it 3 times so far. This bridge, I guess it's a bridge.
He's back on the ground.
Because it still remains in operation. So fundamentally, again, that is key. But
Let's reset that up.
what exactly does Russia want from Ukraine? Well, specifically, 2 very important things you can see. They want Luhansk right here, and they also.
Okay, everybody's back on the ground.
This is in the all-important Donbass region. We've heard a lot about that. Why is that so important? Economically, but also militarily, is there in those areas. But in addition, they're also ones that are usually because of the nuclear power plant. It's also the territory. Everything else is a flat land, so if they hold that territory, they can conduct military operations all across that battlefield field. All right, we're going to have to leave it there, but again, a little closer detail look on exactly the importance of what is being discussed today in the peace talks. Rebecca Thompson, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, ma'am.
I think he's coming up in front.
Yes!
A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it would be too expensive. Hi, I'm Amber.
Oh no, the crystals! They're busting!
We do it. We're the replacement window division of Canada, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies or contractors.
Other window companies don't offer door stained window installation.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows. Our windows are manufactured to precisely fit your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting that trim.
Huh?
With most vinyl windows.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis.
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current windows, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll give you an exact price quote.
So you're not a high-pressure company.
My background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen everything from there. So now I just want to help homeowners make their homes more beautiful and comfortable with the right window.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are. And they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
That is so great to hear.
Guys,
Before August 31st, buy one window or door and get the next one 40% off. That's 40%.
we done screwed this up somehow. We should not be here.
Leave no money down, no monthly payment, and no interest for 12 months. Call before August 31st to schedule your appointment. 1-800-514-3600. That's 1-800-514-3600.
I don't think it was because we're here. What is going on?
back to school employment. That's rigorous flexibility testing from Ohio State University as a new single.
I'm not so sure how I feel about this. Oh my god, they put Paris in a dress. I'm smack. Come on, smack him. Like I said, something don't feel right here.
President Trump stood his ground on Friday's historic summit in Alaska with Russian President Vladimir Putin, but he was not the only Trump pushing for peace.
No, this got brought up today. First Lady Melania Trump writing the Russian leader a note hand-delivered back to her. First Lady pleading with Putin to protect children and future generations worldwide, writing in part, quote, Mr. Putin, you can single-handedly restore their moronic laughter and protect the innocence of these children. You won't do more than serve Russia alone. Serve humanity itself. Such a bold idea puts us all to the victory. And you, Mr. Putin, are the implementation of the stroke coming in today. It is coming.
That's right, the reaction to that letter, not surprising.
Are you for real? They're keeping me from Ferris and Lena.
First Lady Melania Trump is an underrated friend of Ukraine. She keeps the strong stance, sticks to the values, and supports those with her accent. Thank you from our heart for joining us now. Host of Censored But Not Silenced and author of Food Playbook, Rebecca Koffler, alongside Miami GOP City Woman and Sarah Crackle Hill, Mike Club Hat, and the Wall. There's something I will always say that I feel about First Lady Melania Trump. There is a stoic, elegant...
Wait a minute, if we're back here,
She doesn't just get out there
then it should be...
little things that we see other First Ladies do. She chooses those poignant moments. This is one of them. No,
Not here.
so amazingly, I'm happy to see her stepping out. And
Windrick non graded.
she really does have so much effect. She is Trump's soft power. She has a lot of pull with President Trump, and President Trump has said many times that he has talks with his wife, and he takes action based on what she informs him of. So,
I don't really have a choice in this matter. I have to leave them.
for President Trump, and we have to understand what role she plays in all of this that we saw play out today.
Yeah, and there is something, Rebecca, very intimate about handwritten letter, right, versus how we typically do things, right, through the video mess we talked about.
I can see what the First Lady is trying to do. Not only it's because she's genuinely nice and cares about children, but there's a little bit of a strategy, I think,
You cheeky little.
egocentric, let's be honest about that. But regretfully, it's not going to change Putin's mind. Putin, remember who he is. He's a hardened former KGB intelligence operative.
What?
I mean, he has obviously authorized assassinations as part of his career.
Kabako, where you at, dude?
Personal childhood was very, very traumatic.
I'm just glad. What? Okay, I'm not getting attacked. That's good. Bird! Quack.
And that's all the time we have on American Attendance. It's great having you with us, Sean. I appreciate you assembling today. All right, you'll see us right back here tomorrow. Welcome to that.
What, you speak Chocobo?
Coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there. You're watching.
Huh?
In Dexter, Georgia, at 1 p.m. in Lakeview, Oregon. After what the White House
Coco the Chocobo! Bogo got hitched!
leaders of Europe help bring back peace from a war
war that should never have started. The White House had one request of Volodymyr Zelensky. Please wear a suit to show the proper respect for the people of the United States and our president. We'll show you how Zelensky was attired to kick off these meetings. Well, that fear or favor for some Sailor Show starts right now. Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your only conservative alternative to working on the Chris Salcedo Show on Newsmax.
I think she's just threatened to kill Bart's.
To stand out crime in Washington, D.C. The establishment media trying to downplay just how dangerous the district has become over the years. Not only that, all the police cities around the country. And ICE hits back at
Okay, we got Bird.
the Dots agents on social media. Actually, he did, and that's the problem. President Trump,
Wait a minute, he just ran right over that river.
President Volodymyr Zelensky, and a team of European leaders begin
Wait a minute.
Lieutenant Colonel Tony Schaefer and Brigadier General Glenn Holmes.
I still can't use the world map.
But first, the peace president, Donald Trump, continues efforts to right the many wrongs unloaded onto America and the world by selfish and confident leftists at home and abroad. The peace
This shit is radically different.
gas-driven preamble. The Trump doctrine is made money, not war. The derivative of Reagan's peace through strength was on full display as the Russian president came to Alaska on Friday. As President Trump welcomed the Russian strongman, one of America's B-2 bombers pulled ahead and showed strength. And he's
Where the hell are we supposed to go?
the White House said the meeting laid a foundation for peace, and now our allies in Europe and Ukraine are in Washington as we speak to work with the White House to find a way to restore that peace. The talks got off to a well.
Bird, you were the smart one.
President Volodymyr Zelensky showed up in a black t-shirt.
Can't get across that.
That he'd be respectfully attired for these high-stakes meetings. He appeared to be the only such dressed leader in the
Can't get up there to the big bridge.
When he arrived at the White House, he came in a suit.
Can't go either one of those two ways. That one puts me back in a hole. Can't get around that mountain.
Exclusive request from the President of the United States to show some basic protocol and manners. France has been bolstered by foreign
There's literally nowhere to go.
from the anti-American press. Secretary of State Marco Rubio blasted CBS fake news and one of their lead propagandists, Margaret Brennan, for pushing a, quote, stupid media narrative.
Ah.
Brennan claimed that
Be smarter than the map, Riolu. Be smarter than the map. That's
in between socialist European propaganda
a Tornel Canal. Okay. I think one of the maps overlaid. There's my airship.
All the national security advisors, a bunch of them from the different European countries. There are European leaders coming here tomorrow, heads of state coming tomorrow, along with President Zelensky, to discuss this in more detail. I mean,
Cool.
something like this needs to be built out. One thing, it's a concept is one thing, the reality, how it's built, and how
Are they blocking the way to the piano?
But those are the kinds of talks that we're going to be having with them, along with some of the other issues that are in play. But that is one of the, if you were to break this thing down, I mean, there needs to be an agreement on territories and where the lines are going to be drawn. That's not going to be very easy.
Do you have new stuff?
There'll be some discussion about security.
No, sir. No, you do not.
We don't want this war to, none of us want to see this war in the future. They're a sovereign country. They have a right to have security agreements with other countries.
Stop in and see Zot.
And then there's the whole issue of reconstruction. How do you rebuild the country? Well, potentially, like I said, that's what we're going to be having a conversation about that. And that's what we're going to be meeting. That's why they're all coming here tomorrow. And that's why we've been talking on the phone for the last 48 hours. And then even leading up to throughout the week, there were various meetings just to sort of build out some of these ideas. So all of these right now are ideas or concepts that require
No, nothing new anywhere.
partners to see what that looks like. And I think that's an area where potential progress is real. But that alone won't be enough. There's a bunch of other things that have to be worked through here.
Bucko, we ride.
bunch of other things. Let's continue my preamble examination with the National Security Advisor, U.S. and in the United States, and President of Central Tony Schaefer.
Bucko.
U.S. Air Force Brigadier General, former
Ow.
Deputy Military Rep to NATO, and Newsmax contributor, Lane Holt. Hey guys. Colonel Ebert, Zelensky had to be told to dress appropriately for the White House. While he wore a suit to meet with the president, you know, he couldn't be bothered to dress for, you know, some of these meetings with Envoy Keith Kellogg earlier. Comment on that. Europe that can't continue this war, but seems to want to force us to continue this war.
What?
Well, I think it's interesting, Chris, that not only did President Zelensky have to get forced into a suit, which was
Oh, this is bad.
considered progress, he had to be accompanied by his spirit animals, the entire leadership team of Europe, because, you know, apparently he's not able to sit stand up directly, which is kind of not a good look. With that said, even with all these people lined up trying to convince President Trump to focus on security guarantees, and by the way, Chris, the reason this comes down to security guarantees is essentially money. The Europeans have been making a lot of money off the war. We're talking about billions either to funnel to them.
This is real bad.
Security guarantees are what the Europeans think will be the moneymaker for them. So I think the border issue is going to be important, but make no mistake here, this is still going to come down to a series of agreements that are based on what the Europeans think they can best leverage continued profit from regarding whatever comes out of the agreement. Am I thinking it's not going to work? No, it's going to work. I think price talks are going to
Hey, a rope.
But I don't think the Europeans are in this for peace. They're in it for profit.
Well, yes, and paid for by somebody else, of course, like all good socialists. General, on the Karl Rove Never Trump network, President Trump said that Putin told him this war would have never started if Trump were in the Oval Office. The Democrats, with their leftists, un-American bent, they seem to be very much in line with these Europeans who are okay with war so long as somebody else is fighting it on their behalf. What's your sense of how the Trump administration will be sending a message through Ukraine policy to these left-wing states that have turned their backs on human freedom and liberty in Europe?
That had to have been Lennon Ferris. That was at least Ferris. The part's immediately thrown under the bus.
Despite all of the European leaders, even Chancellor Merz at that roundtable lunch said, oh no, we have to have a ceasefire right now, countermanding what the president had done because they can't stop themselves. The thing is, this war is going to be over really soon, Chris, and then they're going to be facing their European...
So Ferris hates the life of a princess and would rather be a pirate.
Treasure, European monies, weapons have all gone into something that got over 1.5 million killed. Yeah, Colonel, the president also said on the Karl Rove Never Trump network that it was Joe Biden or President Otto Penn, the person or persons acting in Joe Biden's name, who drove Russia ready to turn his arms. Now, on their conversations, you have indicated to me, sources tell you that the economic cooperation and the joint military cooperation between China and North Russia is a relationship more of convenience than anything else, and that this alliance is far from stable. How do Trump use this Ukrainian peace push and the traditional long-held distrust between Russia and communist China to benefit the United States in the long run?
Well, people who are critical of the relationship regarding China and us and Russia and us don't understand the suggestion. There's a country called...
Well, guys, that's going to be it for today. No streams till Thursday. What a conundrum. A fused world.
Russia also works very closely with India. And I think the Russians would prefer to work with India, who is much more pliant and able to work with them. And, oh, by the way,
And I cannot, you still cannot use the world map. So guys, I will catch up with you again on Thursday. Until then, have yourselves a good one.